And now live from Bobby V's, here's Rob Dibble.
All right, live from Bobby V's. Thanks to Bud Light. We're out here kicking off the season on opening night. Kansas City versus Baltimore. Dibs has already partake in the new menu out here at Bobby V's. He's got to wash it down before he can tell you about it. But the big football going on. We've got so much stuff to give away. So if you're just getting off work, you're wondering where you're going to watch the game, make it Bobby V's tonight. Bud Light's giving us a bunch of stuff to give out. Plus, we got concert tickets. We got tickets to Six Flags. We got a whole bunch of stuff, man, and we ain't leaving with any of it left over. So come out to Bobby V's for the game. And if you can get here before 7 o'clock, happy hour is in full effect. So Dibs has finally washed it down. Are you ready?
I am going to tell you about it because also
what was it?
Ryan Donahue, he had the full Bobby's burger.
Oh, the Bobby's burger.
It's the Bobby's barbecue burger. It's new on the menu. It's got coleslaw, lettuce, tomato. It's got onion strings. It's got double bacon.
Double bacon.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I didn't get it with the coleslaw because that's like Pamani Brothers in Pittsburgh. They put everything on the burger at once. They put the fries, the coleslaw, everything goes on your sandwich, your burger, whatever. And it's wonderful. It's a little messy, but it's worth it. And this has the barbecue sauce on it. Fantastic. Bobby V's, the two things they really, really do well here. The chicken wings and the burgers have always been
love
fantastic.
their wings, yeah.
I kind of have a beef. When I talk to Bobby, I'm gonna give him
Rob.
You know, Bobby, you got rid of
What is it now,
You got
Rob
rid of the
Dibble?
game day burger. The game day burger was my favorite. It had the egg on top of
that
it.
was yours.
It gets you ready for the day,
Yep.
the game, gets you ready to run through a wall.
Well,
But
eggs
you know what?
are at a premium. Inflation,
That's right.
Rob.
And you're nailed it. It is.
That's what they said?
No,
Oh,
they did. But it is true. Bobby's thinking. He's thinking he's a smart guy. He's
I
a very
worked
smart
in a
guy.
kitchen for many years. I know I invented the wrap, and I'm the best Connecticut athlete in the history
He
of
is,
the state.
actually. He is.
At Bobby V's, so other than just giving stuff away, other than the great food that we're eating, Bud Light is on special here. One of those humongous Bud Light towers only runs you $30. That will last you pretty much all through the first half. Maybe you got to get another one
Maybe
on
the first
second
quarter,
half.
depending
But-
on how many people you got in your
Right. It's great for a party. This place is great for a party. Now, it is Chiefs-Ravens. Chiefs more important. And we brought on our resident Taylor Swift expert, Miss Selena Rodriguez, who
She
has
is a
schooled us for
Swiftie.
Hey,
years.
everyone.
Welcome back to the show, Selena.
Thanks, missed you guys.
Your expertise in Swiftyville is –
Swiftyville's crazy.
that's not what they call it.
Swifties. We're just
Swifties.
They're
Swifties.
Swifties.
Your Swifty knowledge is second to none.
Right.
Dibs is who I get the first reports from the Taylor Swift.
Well, and I get
drama.
it from my 13-year-old.
Right.
Right.
So that's
So
the
Yeah.
chain
Coco
of
is on
information.
like Snapchat and all the
Queen.
other stuff,
Yeah.
And so they know all that stuff. I just learned what a bag means and all the other kind of stuff.
bag?
Just
Yeah,
learned
you know,
the
like
bag.
money.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
Oh, like get in your bag.
Get in your bag.
Right,
It's
right.
getting a bag of money. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, and like Slay and Queen.
Slay.
Yeah.
You got
I've
it.
been called Queen a lot lately,
You
by
are.
the way.
Well, you're
So,
a king.
Thank
but
you.
you're a queen. You're everything.
But also, Lexi calls me what? Girly Pop.
Girly pop.
You're so
yeah.
girly pop.
So we're learning all this new stuff. We're learning this Swifty
love you
language
guys.
through
Right.
Selena. Now, first things first, will Taylor Swift be at the game tonight?
yes.
Yes.
She's done with tour for now. She's on her break.
Okay.
So she's not doing anything else. She was just in Rhode Island with him at her
Right.
house.
Right.
Don't ask how I know this.
No, but again, you guys do follow this.
Yeah. And so they were having a grand old time. They weren't separated. There's no beef going on.
So she feels comfortable. The one thing I do know about her Rhode Island mansion, they
Yeah.
constantly break into it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Her
listen,
stalker, yeah.
If I was dating her, I would be like sitting around with a shotgun waiting for you. You want to
Oh,
break in?
yeah.
Go ahead, break in now.
Right.
But
I dare you.
He's a huge dude.
Yeah.
Got to make her feel real safe to go back to Rhode Island.
She's protected.
What do you know about the breakup or the fake up?
Okay.
Dibs
That-
was trying.
it's fake up. I agree with Ben.
Tell
Oh.
me the story.
A
What do you
fake
know
document
about
was
So
leaked.
you do agree that the document's fake? though?
Absolutely, 100%.
What document? What
Okay.
document are we even talking about?
Okay, so apparently the PR team that Travis is under, apparently someone who works for said company, leaked a document announcing that Taylor and Travis are breaking up on September 28th.
When did you find this out?
yesterday. So it came out originally on a Reddit thread.
So you find it out after the fact it's been debunked, or are you still, as a Swiftie, thinking they're breaking up?
Well, okay. So the actual company themselves said that it's fake.
Right.
And they're doing a legal investigation on who did this.
Really?
Because obviously,
and the Chiefs, but the Chiefs came out with a thing yesterday too.
Oh yeah,
So
it's serious because it's definitely a breach of contract. If you work for a PR company and you're breaching contract, you can literally get fined like $1 million. So
you can't leak information.
If this is said to be true, that person is screwed.
Wow.
But I don't think it's real. Others differ.
Okay, as a Swiftie, tell us why you don't think it's true.
Well, okay. I'm a firm believer. I feel like when she was in her relationship with Joe Alwyn, it was kind of more of a secret. They had more of a private relationship because that's the kind of guy that Joe Alwyn was. But with Travis, since they're both public figures, I feel like they just feel proud being with each other and supporting each other. I don't feel like them being at each other's functions and supporting each other is a what's it called?
Publicity
a stunt.
Yeah.
I don't think supporting your
PR
significant
stunt.
other is always a publicity stunt.
Right.
I think it's just showing that you love someone and that you care about what they do and you want to support them when you can.
So we're past that in the conversation because I want to say last time we had
My
you
bad.
on, that was you're right, but I'm saying the conversation of is this real or fake as far as the relationship goes, we're past that point.
Okay.
Right? So for you as a Swiftie, like this is a real thing, and how do the Swifties feel about Travis Kelce?
We love him.
You
because,
love him. Has that always been the case, or did it
we've
warm
never
up after
we've
the
never
Super
had
Bowl?
bad blood with him. See what I did there?
Yeah, nice.
Did anyone see what I did there?
Bad
Thank you.
blood, I like
Thank
that.
you. But we've never had anything against him. He's always been at her shows. Like I was saying before, that he was in camp training for football. He flew to Rio to see her, and he went to multiple shows, even in Europe. And he went to training camp the next day. So he hopped on a plane. He could have not gone.
So Swifties feel he's committed.
Yeah. And he went on stage before I Could Do It With a Broken Heart.
I did not know this. Did you know this, Dibs?
No.
He was on stage, so one of her dancers was sick, so he
I
replaced
know he
him.
danced, yeah.
Yeah, so he was on stage, and he did a whole little act before I Could Do It With a Broken Heart. Carried her on stage,
Yeah.
Also, rumor has it, now they do have he has a part ownership in a horse that's named Swift Delivery. She, I guess, approved.
You didn't even know that, did you?
Wow.
Wait, broke some news.
I love breaking news to Selena about Taylor Swift stuff. Yes, this is news. They own a horse. Well, not really. He owns the horse. I don't know if she's on the documents or not, but they're sharing love for a Swift Delivery horse. Now, that's not what I was getting at, just their animal love.
Right.
I heard that this dog was a big deal. Like Taylor Swift has a puppy, and the puppy was spotted on New Heights, their podcast. Do you know anything about this?
Oh. I've heard a little bit about it.
On the Kelce podcast.
Yes. But I don't know anything too crazy about a puppy.
That would be crazy. Now, would that mean we're moving in together? Have they moved in together?
No, I don't think so.
We're not to that stage
I don't
yet?
think so because I think, I don't know if she still lives in New York because she moved out of her old apartment in New York, but I don't know where she went after that.
She probably doesn't want people to know. Well, that's the problem. Being a public figure,
I'm glad
people here's the thing that scares me about some of these people. They track her travels with her jet and things like that. And it's like, listen, whether it's military or private, some wealthy person.
Yeah.
I have friends that are in security that are security for, like, Bill Gates and people like that. It's dangerous for people to know their whereabouts. It's they're always in danger. Their family, their immediate family's in danger and stuff like that. So they just had a plot where in Austria they were going to maybe attack her and people, and that scares the hell out of me. Whether you like her or not, as an American, I just think that it's getting to the point where some of these people are obsessed with tracking her and other famous people.
And it's also because ever since she started dating Travis, she's obviously been getting more exposure, even more than she was before. And now it's like these men are so obsessed with taking her down because they're distracting him from his football.
He
That's
just won his second Super Bowl in a row. How
I'm like,
distracted is he?
He's dropping
If
passes.
anything, she's motivating
Dropping
him.
passes.
Missing blocks.
Not her
But anyways,
fault.
people are crazy, and I'm scared for my life.
Well, let's talk on the other side of things,
Right.
because last year, and we brought this up just as far as the Taylor Swift phenomenon goes, that it's bringing so many more new eyeballs to the game of football that have never watched football before. You are another prime example of this. How much football have you gotten into because of this relationship?
Okay, so this is a great moment to reveal. I have picked a fantasy draft.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at the guys.
My
in
boys
our
over there help me.
camp.
Thank you.
John and Nick.
So
They're
you
so
have a
pumped.
fantasy team.
She
I
just
do,
picked
but
a fantasy team.
it's free because I have no money, and number 2, I would lose it.
That's fine, but you're learning.
I am,
learning.
and it was kind of like thrilling because I was like, oh my god, like I want this guy, and then someone would choose it, and I'd get mad, and I'd be like, that was mine.
Right.
But I didn't know who they were. But I chose, what's his name? The quarterback, Love.
Trust me. Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
I got him.
You got a really good quarterback.
Thank you.
Listen, we're all possessive when it comes to drafting.
Yeah, I don't know if
Is it because his last name was Love?
no, they said he was good.
Oh, okay.
But like they said I have a really good draft pick.
Good team. Yeah.
So
Good team.
and
Good
I'm like,
fantasy team.
okay, maybe I should have spent the money.
No,
So,
Maybe
you
not.
know what?
Ease
If
into
you
it.
could ease into
Ease
it, get in
into it.
and learn about the process of fantasy football.
So
it's
is this
gonna
only
make
my
you-
draft this week?
No, I love these questions. These
You
are
can
good
still make
questions.
trades. You can
This-
still do other things.
This is
So I
your
can
team.
trade people?
Yes,
Absolutely.
You can trade people.
But like, who's gonna do that?
Other people in the league.
Yeah, you have to talk to them.
You have to talk to
And you
them.
have to work it out.
I'm up against someone named Tim, so Tim might eat me up. Tim,
We're all
actually,
Tim's
wait.
going down.
These are
I
great
gotta
questions.
But here's the thing.
Great
You've
questions.
got staff now helping you. These
Yeah,
guys are
thank
the best.
you. Thank you. Yes,
Nick
they
and
are.
John are going to help you through this.
They're gonna bring me to the top.
There you go.
Are you a Kansas City fan at all because of this relationship? Or do you
Well-
are you a Travis fan now?
I watched the Super Bowl.
That's a
And I
good
didn't-
one.
Had you
that
ever
was the
before
last
this?
NFL game.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you watched
I've
the last
watched.
NFL
I like
game.
the commercials, but I actually watched the game. And like the whole last minute or whatever, where they were like, "Oh my God, Kansas City needs a touchdown for them to win or whatever." Is that what happened?
That is what happened.
That is what happened. I was on the edge of my seat.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God."
Well,
That's great
tell
news.
people something
That's
about
great
yourself
news.
because you're very cultured and you went to school for music.
Yes.
And so sports is not your background.
No.
But for a lot of people that are like that,
Yeah.
that love Taylor Swift or
Yeah.
music or whatever, it's brought them to a different area here going into football.
It's fun.
right.
It's fun. Not gonna lie. I hate to admit, I was always like,
do you think she's being genuine when she's at these football games?
Great question.
"Oh yeah, yeah."
See, I think she is too.
I think she's having so much fun. She's having so much fun. And what is she gonna benefit from faking having fun? She's a billionaire. Sorry, she's rich.
I
But
know,
again, but
right.
she also
she's like-
she can be up with some other people.
Yeah, she could be
that are
spending her
just
time
normal
doing
people.
anything
Exactly.
else.
Now, had the reverse effect? Are there people at Taylor Swift concerts now that were football fans
Yes.
that had no idea about Taylor
Yes.
Swift but now are fans?
Yes, I've
So
literally.
you see that, huh?
So a lot of people are bringing their boyfriends and they're dressing up as Travis Kelce to the concerts.
That's fantastic.
That is
so
fantastic.
It's working. Like if everything is fake, whatever, it's working.
Right.
But like the dudes are having so much fun, and I love seeing it.
How big of a letdown would it be if this was fake? And the reason I'm asking you that is
I don't know.
because there's no it doesn't seem like a big benefit to her
Yeah,
to be
it's more to
in this
him.
relationship. That's right. And so
Yeah.
why would you continue this on if it was on a schedule or it was scripted? What does that do for her?
I mean, nothing. I feel like she's done all of this on her own, hasn't she?
Yes.
True, but I do
True.
feel like it is reciprocal.
So you're still skeptical.
Well, yeah, I'm not skeptical that the relationship is legit. I'm skeptical, because I don't know, man. It's gonna end. Like, what happens when it ends?
Or what if it doesn't?
If it doesn't, that's great.
But like their families are really close with each other.
true.
And Mama Swift is very protective of her daughter.
I just feel like this is generating new eyeballs and new fans for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
As much as it is giving love for the game of football, Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs. I agree that it's helping that side a lot more than it's helping the Taylor Swift side.
Yeah.
But when it all comes to an end, is Selena still going to be a football fan? Are those guys still going to go to Taylor Swift
maybe,
concerts?
Maybe.
but maybe there's a
Right.
chance that like you can become so obsessed with something and be exposed to something so great that you connect with.
I agree.
And I don't think something like a breakup, because breakups happen, I don't think something like that could tear someone away.
Will you still be a football fan if it comes to an end?
Well, sure, my sister's boyfriend's obsessed with football. I'm kind of forced against my will.
All right, so we got to keep on finding wedges
forced.
for Selena to like football.
I'm
Than the game
I'm
itself.
intrigued, and I don't know much, but I'm learning.
And now you have a fantasy team.
So I'm just like, easing my way into it.
You're easing
We'll
your
put it
way.
like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well said. Great job. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Well, that's awesome. Selena, thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming on and
Kings.
schooling us again.
This is
Thank
going to
As
be
always.
such a weird transition going from
So sorry,
Selena
guys.
to Brandon Lang. Selena, the nicest person in the world. Brandon
Stop.
Lang, the
Well,
most
but no,
cutthroat.
but Brandon Lang's got some breaking news
Yeah,
that
he
he
is a
broke on
lover.
our show
He is a
earlier
lover
that we
just
had
like
no
Selena.
idea. That's right. He's a lover, too.
We love it.
He started dating this girl about the same time Taylor Swift and Kelsey
I'll
started
tell you
dating, by the
what,
way.
It may
How
have
cute.
been the reason.
I know.
It may have been the reason. We may have been talking to a Taylor Swift fan, and,
That's
and
right.
Langer,
I could see
football.
Langer listening to Taylor Swift in the gym.
Might have been dressed
Creating
as
lovers.
a Travis Kelce.
There you go.
Travis Kelce going to a concert.
One at a time. One at a time. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back live from Bobby V's, getting you ready for Thursday night football between the Chiefs and the Ravens. Brandon Lang's got all the action out of Las Vegas. BrandonLang.com. It's Rob and Ben. We'll be right back thanks to Bud Light at Bobby V's.